Okay, it's recording. I hook my scrotum up to a modem. I call that worm wireless. I'm meditating next to an ancient totem so I can open my third iris. She's playing with my balls like Lamar Odom because I'm blowing up like ISIS. Hold on, Gerby's not done. You know I got that Wi-Fi cock, so these hoes can feel the vibration throughout the nation. The mainstream media calls me racist, and I'm not gonna say they're wrong, but judging by the size of my dong, I might actually be Asian. You know I had to go a cappella on these hoes. It's your boy Gerby, I'm back from the dead, bitch! It's been a long, complicated month and a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Moved out of the parents' house, been being lazy, fallen into some bad habits, but it's all good. Gerby comes back, that's the thing about him. I rise from the ashes like the phoenix. So here's the deal. When you take time away, you realize some things. You make some important realizations. And the first thing, I talk about myself way too much. With these videos, I don't want them to be like a diary or like me talking to the camera like it's a therapist. That's stupid. If you've ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People, what he talks about, he, the writer, what he talks about is that most people, everybody's the main character in their life, right? And everybody wants to talk about themselves. But, so given that information, in order to be entertaining or charismatic, you don't want to talk about yourself, you want to inquire about other people so they can talk about themselves. And if you are talking about yourself, you want to do it in a way that is pertinent to the other person or out of interest to the other person, right? And once you realize this information, it's kind of wild listening to other people talk. Because they just talk about themselves, they say, this happened to me. The other person like pretends to care, like, oh wow, oh. And then the other person says some shit that happened to them. And there's no actual back and forth there. Oh, this happened to me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, this happened to me. Oh, wow, but the other day, this happened. There's nothing there. I was listening to my mom talk to her friend on the phone the other day, talking to some bitch. I'm just kidding. That's not how you talk. Talking to some wonderful other old woman who's her friend. And that's what it was. My mom was complaining about something, and her friend was like, oh yeah, I'm praying for you, sorry to hear that. And then her friend would go, but this is happening to me. And my mom would be like, oh, no, it's bullshit. That's how most people communicate. What the fuck is going on, dude? It's really wild when you think about it. When you really think about it, it makes you go, wow. So that's not what I want to do. This isn't a diary. This isn't anything gay like that. I'm talking to relate to you. I'm talking to help you and entertain you. I'm not just here to say, oh, I went to the store today, I fucking did this. No, Gerby don't like that. Gerby, no. All right, that's what the fuck is going on here. Next thing I realized, what was it? In these videos in the past, what I've tried to do is make them about a certain topic. And I would focus on this topic and talk about this one topic. I can't do that. From a very young age, I've been diagnosed with ADHD. I don't think it's a disability. I think it's a part of my mind that I should embrace. So I'm just gonna talk about a whole amalgamation of topics and then title it something clickbaity. And yeah, that's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be some shit where I try to focus because I can't. And I think it's a part of myself that I should love. Not to be homo or anything, but I think it's a good thing. And yeah, maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe I should take meth. Maybe I should take over-the-counter meth once a day. Just take a bunch of amphetamines yeah. Maybe that's the move. Not. That shit's stupid. When I was a kid, I took a little bit of I took Vyvanse for like a week. Made me feel weird. Made my head hurt, I remember. Made me lose my appetite, made my stomach feel strange, and I told my mom and she took me off of it. Praise the Lord. I'm so glad. Taking fucking amphetamines all these years. They do actually kill your appetite. And I can't afford that. I'm already ectomorphic enough. I would look like fucking Macaulay Culkin. I'd look like a Somalian dipped in white chocolate. It wouldn't work. So I'm glad they took me off of it. Pharmaceuticals in general, don't be taking those shits. Prozac, Xanax, all these shits they give you. No, no, no. Gerby's taking a stand. Take me down. Gerby's taking a stand. Fuck. What else was I gonna talk about? So, I don't know how people listen to this. I don't really want to be a person who's out here giving advice. I think there's a place for that. I'm not critiquing anybody who does that. But whereas somebody like Hamza, or any of the other people you watch, they're like your older brother, or someone like Andrew Tate's your dad. I'm like your autistic younger brother that you could just look at and laugh at him and go, oh, what's he doing? Andrew Tate, that shit is crazy. He blew up out of nowhere. He came up with this whole plan to get a bunch of people in this program to make TikToks, and now he's just fucking everywhere. And something about the way he's blown up has made me nervous. Not because I disagree with what he says. I think I agree with most of what he says. But it's like the red pill used to be this like fringe little group on the internet. Used to be edgy. Used to be this very small thing. But now it's gotten so big. I feel like most Andrew Tate videos I click on, there's not a lot of people hating on him. Even if I click on a video of like Hassan reacting to Andrew Tate, trashing him, there will be like a lot of dislikes. A lot of people be with Andrew Tate. So it's weird that now these views that are portrayed as so wild and like anti-PC, nobody agrees with this, I'm saying the uncomfortable truths. Now, am I wrong that most people are agreeing with them? There is still a lot of echo chambers, you know what I mean? Most videos with Andrew Tate in the title, people who already like Andrew Tate will click on them, and that's just, the echo chambers grow, and a lot of people don't know about it, and they'll hear about it, and they'll be like, fuck this guy. I guess that's still a thing, but I don't know. There's like, these ideas are getting really big, and I guess I thought they would get big, but I didn't know it would come like this. It's making me feel strange because, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's a selfish thing. Like I sort of, these ideas of self-improvement and these values that I feel like guided my life, maybe they gave me a sense of superiority or a sense of being like, oh, I'm not them. But now that they're everywhere, I feel like, see, people act like most people don't work out. Maybe it's just the people I'm around, but everybody's working out. I feel like working out's the bare minimum. Like if you're not doing that shit, I don't know what's going on. I feel like he's just made he's like instilled a sense of competition into all these young men. I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe that's what it is. I'm just feeling the pressure. But I don't know. I think I think, because he's giving this like entrepreneurial spirit to everyone. Everybody's talking about, hey, do fucking wagey. You're a wagey. Beta. Sparkling water. Bugatti. Dork. 14 supercars. You're a wagey. Escape the Matrix. It's like, there kind of needs to be a Matrix. And I was kind of chilling being a guy who fucking sucked and fucked, you know? What was I talking about? So I fingered a girl the other day, and I learned the technique. And I got this from the internet. You know how Sigma males do. Because the first time I fingered a girl, I didn't really know what I was doing. I went in willy-nilly. No. So I had to look. I looked up how to finger on the internet. No, I didn't. I was watching some shit, and I learned this trick. And I'll show you just in case you haven't heard it. But I got my own little spin on it, and let me tell you, it works. But here's what you do, okay? So the clitoris, as you know, is located right above the vagina. But inside the vagina, the upside down version of the clitoris is where the G-spot is located. You know, like the show Stranger Things? I have to use pop culture references. If the vagina was a portal into the upside down, the G-spot is the upside down version of the clitoris. So you go in and you curve upwards. Dat bow. That's what you gotta do. But here's the deal. You have to have a rhythm. You have to have a tempo. Bop, 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 bop. You gotta hold down a groove. This is why drummers are the best blasters, right? Not something a lot of people don't think about or know. It's why drummers are the best blasters. So I actually had a little metronome I had on my phone while I was fingering. No, I didn't. That's stupid. I'm fucking stupid. But actually, for real though, you got to keep a rhythm, and you can change up the rhythm. You go dot 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 for a little bit, and then you wah ba ba bow. It's like a prog rock song. It has movements. You got to hit her with that. King Crimson. But then it goes yeah, whatever. You probably don't know about that. You know how autism is a spectrum? I feel like I gotta have a little bit more than the average person. I'm not saying I'm fully there, but I gotta have a decent amount. I gotta be packing a fair, decent amount of that tism, because there's no other way to explain it. What's going on here? You might wonder why there's a wheelchair back there, and it's because I used the technique. I took this girl home, met her she was disabled. She was in the wheelchair. She was disabled. She was unable to walk. She was disabled. Met her at a Phoebe Bridgers concert. Took her back to the crib. Used the technique. You know, the aforementioned technique, the upside down scoop, and that bitch got up and walked on out of here. Can't make it up. Can't even write it. Right hand on the Bible, this bitch got up and walked on out of here. So Gerby's a bit of a miracle worker when it comes to these kind of things. I think I got it.